The General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Justin Kudia Frimpong, has assured party members and the general public of a free and fair internal election scheduled for January 31, 2026. He has rejected allegations that the party's leadership is supporting Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, describing the claim as baseless and misleading. He spoke earlier on Newsdesk.
Certainly an unfounded allegation, and it's something that I disagree with anyone who will have that notion, because as General Secretary, I have not done anything to the contrary to suggest that I'm supporting candidate A or candidate B, because everything that we've done, the setting up of the elections committee, have they done something that suggests that they are doing or they are scheming to favor a particular candidate? No. And I can tell you, you can verify from all the 5 aspirants their impression or assessment of the elections committee. They will tell you that they've done a tremendous job, and their conduct, their actions suggest that they want to ensure free, fair, and transparent elections. And there have been times whereby I've even come on air publicly to rebuke everybody, including Dr. Bawumia's camp, the Japan's camp, Brian's camp. If I see something wrong, I'll talk about it. As to whether people will perceive at that point whether I'm doing it to favor a particular person, then that is their opinion. But for me, the most important thing that the rank and file of our party must understand, that the NPP is bigger than all those 5 people who are contesting. And at the end of the day, just as we have had several party stalwarts who contested in the previous election, this is their time. They will come, they will go, but the NPP will still remain the NPP. But I can assure you that the January 31st elections will be free, fair, and transparent, and it will not be skewed for any particular person. At the end of the day, we understand that our biggest contest is 2020. It's not this one. So it is in our supreme interest to make sure that we go into the election as a united front. Then after the election, we still remain as a united front than to scheme the processes for one particular person. Because at the end of the day, if I lose the election and the processes were not fair, then it gives me the reason to rock the boat. It gives me the reason to stay back and say, well, you have decided to skew the process to favor a particular person, so you go and do your own campaign. We don't want that situation. Any person who will lose will understand that it is the party that has spoken, and the person will accept the results.
Former Finance Minister Dr. Amin Adam is hitting back at critics who have linked former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to Ghana's economic challenges, describing the claim as, quote, inaccurate and politically motivated. With the NPP presidential primaries fast approaching, Dr. Amin Adam has thrown his weight behind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, arguing that recent economic gains are built on foundations laid by the previous NPP administration under the leadership of the former vice president.
The economy crumbled because there were factors beyond our control. Bawumia didn't bring COVID. Bawumia didn't impose the Russia-Ukraine war. And when you are running an economy, there are factors, exogenous factors, that are beyond your control. You can manage them to some level, but you cannot have full control over them. And that was why when we started the IMF program, the IMF insisted that we should build the reserves, the international reserves of the country, so that we can use it to cushion ourselves when we have crisis. That was why reserves that we had built so much before COVID could take us to 4 months of import cover. But as a result of COVID, we had to rely on the reserves. And the reserves depleted to the extent that by the end of 2022, we were running below 3 months of import cover. Because you agree that you must build resilience to be able to offset the effects of external exigencies. And so it wasn't Bawumia who caused it. But what did Bawumia do to help us come out of the recovery? The domestic gold purchase program was introduced. And that helped a lot in bringing us to the recovery levels.
Meanwhile, the National Democratic Congress is warning the new patriotic party to stay away from the Ayawaso East parliamentary run following the death of the sitting member of parliament for the area on Sunday. Speaking on Joy News AM show earlier today, the NDC's Deputy Director of Elections and IT, Rashid Tanko Computer, described any attempt by the NPP to contest the seat as a serious political miscalculation.
This upcoming by-election in Ayawaso, the small respect you still have, keep it. Don't come there. The small respect Ghanaians still give you, don't go there and misuse it. You cannot use 9,000 to overturn a 22,000. I don't know what kind of election matrix will do that kind of magic. So what are they going there to do? You see, well, if they want to come and contest, that's their cup of tea. But I know you cannot get 9,000 votes in the election and think that somebody with 22,000, you can come and overtake the 22,000 and still beat a strong, formidable NDC like this. A winning machinery.
He knows.
With this.
He knows.
So I'm telling that election
knows.
We did similar things for Ejisu.
Okay.
When the former minister died in Ejisu by-election. Okay. So that the NDC chicken out. We didn't participate in that election. We also did our calculations. We sat down, looked at the matrix and said that, look, why will you go and pump resources into an area that you think that you are going to, when you have a bigger
so you're giving the same advice.
And I'm saying that it's an advice I'm giving them. If they don't take the advice and come, you know what we do, how we do it.
But the new patriotic party says it will contest the election, insisting it is currently searching for a suitable candidate and remains confident of victory. Listen to the General Secretary of the party, Justin Frimpong Kodia.
Ayawaso East, unfortunately, we lost the MP there. Are you contesting that seat?
Why shouldn't we contest, Mamis? In fact, first and foremost, let me send my deepest condolences to the family and the NDC as a party. But the new patriotic party will contest the Ayawaso East by-elections. And as I speak to you, we are doing our own candidate search to get a very good, well-accepted candidate to contest the Ayawaso by-election. I yesterday watched the MC at Ayawaso East making the point that to honor our departed MP, he will plead on NPP not to field a candidate to contest, which I was very surprised and shocked that he can make such a statement. At least this is not the first time we've had by-elections. When the NPP decided not to contest Tamale Central, did the NDC decide not to contest Akwatia? I mean, they contested, right? So for whatever reasons that influenced them to contest Akwatia, the same reason that it also influencing us to also contest Ayawaso by-election. In any case, it's not an issue of whether it's NDC stronghold or it's not. No, we are going to contest and to make sure that we win the seat.
How soon are you getting this candidate to start, the campaigning processes and all that?
Well, at least with issues of death, I know the Electoral Commission has about 60 days to organize the by-election. So I can assure you that before Electoral Commission open nomination, NPP will have a candidate for Ayawaso East by-election.